Try Before We Die, the whiskey review show where we don't know what we're drinking, but we'll tell you what we're thinking. And I'm here with Kevin, longtime fan of the show, longtime team member of both Paintball and the Whiskey Show. I think you officially came on board of the Whiskey Show season 3?
2 or 3.
Yeah.
Early on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. But on camera, season 1.
Yes.
First episodes.
Yes. Yeah, right? Yes. Yeah, first couple ones with the iPhone and the whole 9 yards.
Yep, and you had the bow tie.
Yes. Yeah, the vest.
Yeah, absolutely. Love looking sharp sometimes. And Rick, you're back.
I am back.
It's good to see you.
You keep inviting, and I'm never, ever going to say no.
Yep.
Unless I'm dead. Yep. Then I'll be here in spirit.
Then it'll be an Irish appearance, and we'll just prop you up and pour it down, right? Like the old
weekend
Irish.
At Bernie's.
Yeah,
I was like, weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah, the Irish funerals. And Mal, we miss you. We look forward to seeing you on your set next week, we hope. All right, we know the drill, but one of the things we have taken to doing now and then is letting folks know of new additions. So I got this Loch Lomond, 19-year-old. This is part of their open golf course series. This is the Claret wood. Claret?
Claret, like a claret, like a...
The wine.
The wine, yeah.
Yeah, Claret? Claret?
I'm going to go with Claret.
I'm going to go with
Fancy.
Claret. Yeah, Claret is definitely... Right, do you buy your Claret at Target?
Yes.
Anyway, this tonight is bottle 374. Oh, looks like I got this from an auction. All right, UK shipped in. All right, we know the deal. Kevin, you want to give Randy a little love? Our random number generator, as you know, unscripted, unplanned. We don't know what it's going to be, but tonight it's going to be...
I'm hoping for Ardbegs.
Okay.
Always near and dear to my heart.
Yep, we know you like those. 235. Oh, well, it may work to Kevin's hope anyway. My bet will be it's quite possible we are either in a Colilla or a Glenfiddich. So I actually may just be right back with bottle 235. And it's right here. 5, 6, 237. So I was wrong all around, but I was close. We're in Campbeltown. For a Glen Scotia.
Glen Scotia.
A 15-year-old Glen Scotia, a Campbeltown release. A region that was on the outs in terms of number of distilleries. I believe at one point down to just 2 from a high in the 20s. Really rebounding. Some Campbeltons are definitely peated. Matured in the finest American oak barrels, rich and smooth. This may be an unpeated Campbeltown. We will find out. Non-chill filtered, rich and smooth. 46% ABV. Gently matured. Yeah, that's all we know about this Glen Scotia. Kevin, you know anything else about Glen Scotia or Campbeltown?
I'm trying to think if I even had a Glen Scotia before. I mean, maybe one, but Campbelton's for sure. Here and there, they're few and far between.
Right. I believe on an episode with Derek, we opened a Campbeltown double wood or a double barrel or something. I'd have to dig back into the archives, but I'm pretty sure that's true. It appears it's a 750, so it appears that this was probably purchased in the States. I like this casting into the bottle.
Yeah, a seal cast in.
Embossing going on. That's neat.
Let's see what we get for a cork. All right, I think we're going to be okay. Yeah.
Nope.
See, I'm trying not to have the bottle pull and slam the bar, so I'm pulling down and I'm pulling up. Hopefully it doesn't like separate right here. I think this is a perforated bottle. Oh, I like that one.
Oh. You know, normally somebody sitting in the seat would say lively.
It was lively. Oh, and tinny too.
Like his music.
All right, so Campbeltown. Anybody know where Campbeltown is?
South.
South what?
Southwest.
Scotland.
Yeah, Southwest Scotland.
Yeah. All right, good. At least
Not,
we
not, the
agree.
not the desert Southwest, not Arizona.
Right, this isn't
Mexico.
Joshua Tree whiskey.
No. Southwest Scotland on the coast.
Oh, you're doing good, Rick. You're doing good. So not an island. Okay, right. So the Campbeltown region is located on the Kintyre, certainly Kintyre, Kintyre Peninsula, right? So it's a jut out, sort of like a Florida shaped kind of a thing that just pushes out into the sea, essentially, but not far off from the Hebrideans, Jura, and Isla, right? And so it really sort of is like a bridge between the lowlands and the Isla region, as well as sort of bordering on the highlands too, because the highlands is this huge footprint.
Right, it's kind of tucked in that corner right there.
Right, just a little jut out.
Yep.
Right, so if this is Scotland, here's the Kintyre Peninsula, right? And then here's those other islands we were just talking about. And then down here at my wrist would be the lowlands, then the highlands, then Speyside. So there's some sort of a rumor, a little history, a little ghost story, I believe, about Glen Scotia. And one of their old malt masters, stillmen, or something, I believe I have this right, is rumored to still haunt the area or the facility.
Nice.
I think he drowned. I hope I got that right.
In a barrel or in water?
If you gotta go.
You know.
If the river was whiskey, I'd jump right in. I think it was water. All right. Rick, and so Springbank, also a Campbeltown, right? Long Row is the peated Springbank, right? The Campbeltown, the Hazelburn, which was a G-Man picked for his 50th birthday, a Campbeltown. Any Glen Scotia experiences for you?
I'm trying to remember. If I did, it was here after show.
Okay, right, because there is an open shelf, which is back there, lit up in blue, everybody. And if you're here socializing, you really can just help yourself around here. And so I do know that there's at least one Glen Scotia. I now feel super confident that Derek and I opened one back when the Glen Scotias were right there. Right? All right, let's talk a little bit about color in this 15-year-old 46% Glen Scotia.
Light gold.
Light gold, okay. Kevin?
You know, there's a touch of redness to it.
Little auburn.
Auburn. Okay, yeah, I can give you auburn.
Yeah. How about this? I just got to looking at right here. I wonder if we're into any sort of a cherry wood.
Cherry?
Oh,
I'll give
yeah.
you cherry.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
Aged cherry. You know, it's funny you say that.
Both ends of this particular board are Vermont cherry.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of woodworking, right? And I was going with a light mahogany, but it was a little too light for me to throw out the mahogany.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
But
that cherry is
but
right
that
on.
cherry,
Yeah.
sun-soaked cherry.
Yeah. It's a good looking whiskey. And it looks nice on these little presentation boards. I really like, especially, well, Kevin's got it too when you get it, and Rick, you're sitting right in a cherry board, and so it really it's just a nice blend of color.
With the cherry lines going down.
Yeah, it's good looking whiskey. All right, let's see. I can see Kevin's got a nice mountain peak hanging.
Got some sheets.
Yeah.
Not a lot of legs.
It looks like it's got a little viscosity to it. Does it seem like it's got a little oiliness to it?
Yeah. I mean, my legs are not coming straight down. They're kind of wandering.
But the bubble of liquid, right? It's almost like it would be, and a thin level liquid, right? You're like for woodworking, your level, like this could be your level bubble.
The bubble, yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, more sheeting, less legs is what I'm seeing.
All right. I want to try something, so let's nose it.
Kind of funky.
Well, there is such a thing as the Campbeltown funk.
Yes, there is.
And so I really appreciate that very much so. I want to see if the pour is good.
If you can roll it around. There you go.
It's a good pour, everybody. All right, the Campbellton Funk Rick brings up. Oh, look at those legs. Look at those legs from the roll.
Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I didn't get that earlier just from spinning it.
Yeah. It had time, but again, I think
Yeah.
there's going to be some oil in this whiskey.
Yep.
Certainly another clue to oily whiskey is right here. All right, Campbellton Funk. Something dark and rich.
Strawberries?
Oh,
Berry?
interesting. I can go with a red berry. Right, yeah.
But red berry in a patch, not like on a plate or in a bowl.
All right, like a
outside.
on the vine
On
fresh.
the
Like you're
Yeah.
picking you pick strawberry.
Yeah.
With the dirt, right? That funk.
Because that's where I'm picking up is some of like the loamy, down on the
Right,
ground
right,
kinds
like
of
a funky berry.
a funky berry.
Yeah. Distill that funky berry.
Me too. Funky town.
All right. I'm excited. I think this will be either definitely my second, if not maybe my third Glen Scotia I've ever tried. In fact, somewhere around here, there's a dumpy bottle of 1970s Glen Scotia from the before times. We missed that by about four numbers. All right.
There's something else going on
Okay.
with the scent here.
All right. So I wonder if there's something waxy. But again, that would make sense with how thick this whiskey seemingly is.
Is it like licoricey? Is there anything you getting anything like a licorice, like a black licorice?
I almost get sesame seeds. Like toasted sesame seed.
I mean, I'm there. I'm being dominated by the funk. I'm there on the red berry, the fresh patch red berry, the you pick red berry. I think from that point on, it's going to be about taste for me.
Yeah.
Shall we?
I think we shall.
46%. Mal's sweet spot. We opened this one just for you, Mal.
To Mal.
The Glen Scotia 15-year-old.
It started bright.
It really did start bright. Like you got turned on like a light bulb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is it that makes it? Special K with strawberries in it.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
Yep.
So you get a little bit of maltiness.
Yep.
So you get that malty from the
Cereal, right, yeah.
That cereal taste, and then those dried strawberries when they hit the milk and everything like that, and they start to rehydrate a little bit.
Yep.
Definitely dried strawberries in that malty mix.
And a pretty oaky experience on the backside.
Yeah.
So got a lot of
spice.
Right, got a lot of wood spice going on. Not a lot of heat spice.
No.
A lot of wood spice.
Tannin.
Yeah, a lot of oak.
Spice.
Right,
Oak.
yeah.
What'd you say the ABV was on that?
4.6.
46.
And I like this
That is a
Special K strawberry
Yeah.
cereal. But it's more than that. And I just want to come back to the oily, the viscosity. I it's not as oily as I thought it would be, but it really did coat the mouth.
Yep. Dried strawberries in the cereal, eating them in a machine shop.
Okay.
The machine, the cutting oil, like
Right. It's got a little leak in the hydraulic line as the oil is just spraying now and then. You turn your back, but then it drips off your beard.
You get it on your spoon, but you go, whatever.
All right, I'm
put
breathing
your
this
hands
stuff
and
all
it gets
day.
on everything all day. Yeah.
But that being said, I want to focus on the funk for a second. Because there is something about the Campbellton funk, right? And so there is a piece of this that does have a bit of a spring bank complement that just really sets aside Campbellton whiskeys for some reason. And I had that thought originally when I had my first taste of this, is I go, I could see a Springbank 12 a little bit longer, depending on casking. There's something very similar here. It ends quick. It's a quick finish for me.
Yeah. But it's a strong finish, but quick.
Yeah. I mean, it's a big whiskey.
Yeah.
It's a big whiskey, but quick. Kevin, are you having a longer experience?
Oh, not a long finish at all on that.
Yeah.
But that's definitely a whiskey that I could drink all day.
Yeah.
Not going to hurt you. But it's flavorful. It's full.
Right.
It's got a lot going on for it.
Yeah. And this would be, for me, this would be a good transitional afternoon to evening whiskey.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
Right. I might not pull this with my salad at lunch.
Well, this is certainly not my breakfast whiskey.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. There is such a thing, right?
Yeah, the wee beastie.
There must
right?
be. The wee beastie. We start with the wee beastie.
If you don't go to bed, the wee
Oh,
beastie.
right. My next whiskey is my breakfast whiskey. All right. Speaking of food, what would you pair this Glen Scotia 15-year-old with? What do we know? We know it's maritime experience, right? It's there because of physical location, right? It's on a peninsula. We've pulled out some fruit. We've pulled out some funk, right? We've pulled out some malt and some grain. What would you do with a whiskey like this?
I'm going to go with that Scottish salmon, the Scottish style dried salmon.
Right, the Locks style.
Yeah.
Okay. And Kevin?
So there's usually have
And there's some cheddar over here too. Some pretty nice aged cheddar.
So the plums would probably be okay. The orange chocolate, I think, would absolutely be a match for this.
Yep.
The raspberries are where I'm going to go, for sure for me. But I don't think anybody would go wrong with either of the chocolates.
Yep. All right. So raspberry for Kevin.
Thank you, sir.
I think you can get yourself there. I'm actually going to go with the cheese just because I happen to know this cheese. And I think it might do okay because it's a sharp, creamy cheddar. So I think that it might do well with the funk, but we'll find out. So at first I wasn't so sure, but about a second and a half in, it just married, and this cheddar pops with crystals. It was just really good match. How's that raspberry?
So really, really good. There was a sharpness to it. Maybe actually cough a little bit. But it brought out a super, super freshness from both the raspberry and the whiskey.
Well, that makes sense because we started with a bright whiskey.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So that makes sense with that fresh fruit.
Enhanced it.
Right. And I'm familiar with those raspberries and I know they're popping with juice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you did this Locks. How did that play?
Both of them are nice.
Mm-hmm.
The pairing was the salmon is a nice, soft, light flavored salmon, and so I don't think it did justice for either one.
Right. Okay.
Right. So
Didn't bring out enough, and it sort of covered up a little too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think if I were to go fish again, I would go either with that Wild Atlantic or the peppered.
Right. Something that's got a little bit more gusto.
A little more gusto to stand with
to match.
whiskey. Yeah.
Right. What's happening in this? Yeah. Right. I'm gonna have a little bit more while the crew sort of figures out what they're up to.
Very rich. There's definitely a richness to that.
Yeah, and again, I just had some more of that red fruit experience, right? But with that funk, right? It's really nice. The Campbeltown 15-year-old, 46% ABV. I'm gonna eat this cheese and have this drink and see what the crew has for us. Oh my God. Does anybody need a job?
Some requests from the
audience.
I'm gonna need a little bit more.
Top that off.
Again, hopefully, if you've seen more than one of our episodes, there is nothing unauthentic about what happens here. And to all our subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in. If you've hung around this long in the episode, we really appreciate you. Sometimes it takes me about 3 to 7 days to get back to folks. I am pretty busy in my private life. But I get back to everybody, and we appreciate you tuning in, and thanks so much. And the crew has for us tonight this lovely quote. Here's to lobster, tail, and beer. 3 of my favorite things.
Cheers.
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 That cheese worked really well.
Didn't that cheese pull this whiskey together?
Absolutely.
It really blended. Did you struggle for the first quick second, or did it work right away?
A little hesitation, and then it was right there, married together.
Yeah, this funky whiskey needs a strong accoutrement. Kevin.
So the funk definitely comes out, but I love that freshness.
Yep.
The strawberries for me are like right on that. And I'm a big summertime fresh fruit fan.
A bright whiskey with a funky rest.